This is Kenneth Wong, contributing editor for Desktop Engineering magazine. I'm going to be honest, so don't be mad. I sometimes think of CAD as a slightly geeky industry. That is, compared to its more flamboyant and outgoing 3D cousins in media and entertainment, CAD just seems like the introvert, you know, the math genius or the science expert standing apart from the popular kids. But let's take a look at the recent announcements coming out of SIGGRAPH. It seems the cool kids are reaching out to the CAD crowd. They want to play with us. You see, we have something they want: geometrically accurate design data, ready to be repackaged as a glossy ad in a car magazine or a model in a video game. In this video, we'll take a closer look at Bunkspeed's Hypershot, which has recently been upgraded to version 1.9. It's a rendering package perfect for converting your existing CAD models into fully textured photorealistic scenes. Here, I'm opening a SolidWorks file, the model of a guitar. I'm repositioning the guitar to the angle and the perspective I'd like, using the keyboard shortcuts and the mouse to pan, move, and rotate. By the way, hitting K on the keyboard brings up the shortcut menu, hitting the spacebar brings up the main menu, and hitting M brings up the material database. Applying material is quite simple. You just drag and drop it to the surface or the area that you'd like on your model. Hypershot can read environments stored in HDR or High Dynamic Range Image format. The recommended approach is to use the HDR environment along with a backplate, in this case a 2D JPEG image that stands in the back horizon. You can also use the up and down arrows to adjust the contrast of light and shadows in your scene. You can also adjust the virtual camera's focal point in this tab, which brings the object closer or further out. And depending on your memory and CPU horsepower, when you make changes, you might need to wait a while for the spotty colors to turn into full colors. Once you have composed the scene to your liking, you let the system render it. Here's how the guitar looks in eDrawings as a SolidWorks file. And here's how it looks as a Hypershot rendering. Here's a chess set, also a SolidWorks file. Since I've zoomed in close to the chess pieces, the 3D environment and the backplate is not visible. So I'm just going to pick a plain setting like the pre-made studio setting. Even if you cannot see the environment, you can still see the impact of the environment and the light cast on the pieces. So here is how the original chess set looks in SolidWorks. And here is how the final rendering looks in Hypershots. These renderings were made possible by the original SolidWorks files found on 3D Content Central, the guitar by Rebel Razor, and the chess piece by Leonardo Kist. So I'd like to acknowledge them both wherever they are. A few observations about Hypershot's interface. I wish the navigation keyboard shortcuts were a bit less taxing on my fingers. For example, it's not easy to remember or maintain triple key commands like Ctrl, Alt, Shift, left mouse, or Alt, Shift, mouse wheel. I was also hoping there is an easy way to add light or edit the light source position. This could help, for instance, if I ever want to shine a spotlight on the queen or the knight in this chess piece. Also, I wish I had more control over shadows. Nothing too complicated, perhaps just the option to cast soft or hard edge shadows with the ability to specify which direction or the angle they should tilt. What I like most about Hypershot is its simplicity. It does the job without a lot of complex settings, commands, and dialog boxes. So if you're curious, I urge you to download the trial version and try it out on some of your models. You'll see them from a completely different perspective, not as mechanical designs, but as brochure-worthy 3D photographs. If you'd like to comment on this or read more, visit my blog and look for the recent post titled "Let Me Be Your Renderer." Till next time, this is Kenneth Wong for Desktop Engineering magazine, sitting at the cool kids rendering table.